What up? Um, just wanted to do a video to talk about the baby that I'm pregnant with and everything that goes with that. And I just wanted to say that I'm taking a big step because I'm not wearing anything on my head. So, side note, I have stubble and it's patchy. So up until now, it's been super tender and like really hurt when you touch it. And like probably a week ago, maybe I tried to shave it with Jordan's like beard trimmer, and it was just like maybe not even a week ago. It was like super tender and hurt really bad. And I got a rash like all on my back and on the back of my neck, and so that was like irritating it even more. But then today, sorry, my phone just went off. I will quiet that. Today I did it again, and now I look super bald. So I walked around town today with nothing on my head and went into businesses, and it was good. But it's just so hot. Okay, it's not hot. It's like 70 here. But I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or what, but I'm hot already. And I can't imagine wearing something on my head all summer and being pregnant. So I just took the plunge and I'm not wearing anything. So yeah. But anyway, wanted to talk about the baby because I feel like with everything that's happened with the cancer and the chemo and all that kind of stuff, that like the baby has just kind of gotten like a snub or like sorry, like just kind of pushed to the background. And I know it's like always like on the forefront. No, not always. It's like a big deal because I'm pregnant and I am on chemo, and the chemo has side effects that can affect the baby, like low birth weight, and affect the baby's bone marrow. So, like, that is always something that people are thinking about. And I think probably other people think about the baby more than I do, which sounds so bad. But it's just like, it's almost too much to have to deal with it all. And obviously, I'm excited to be pregnant, kind of terrified because, like, they were supposed to be 16 months apart, which is crazy. But now, if I deliver at 34 weeks, they'll be like 14 and a half months apart, which is even more crazy. Which every time I think about it, it kind of makes me want to cry and hide because I don't know how we're going to do this, and kind of terrifies me. So it's been really hard because, and maybe it's the difference between a first baby and a second baby. First baby, you get the app and you're taking pictures every week or every day of like how big you're getting, and you're so excited, and you're posting all these posts on Facebook about the baby and blah 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 blah. And this time it's like, oh, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm pregnant. Like, and Jordan is the same way. And I think in his defense, I think he was kind of like this the first time around, in the sense of like, wow, this lighting's really bad. Sorry. Like, I'm not really showing that much. Like, I'm 5 months pregnant, but I'm not really showing much. And so he just like forgets. And then sometimes I'll be like, yeah, the baby. And he's like, oh, okay. And I think he was kinda like that the first time until I really started showing and he could, like, feel the baby kick and everything. It was kind of, like, not real, and I think that's how it is for a lot of men. Um, but just I feel like even more this time, um, and I'm not blaming him at all or fault him, but I think there's definitely been a disconnect just because, we don't know how the baby will be. Um like, and what, like, how healthy it is. And the more I see, the more I feel better about, like, the prognosis, if that's the word, about how, how healthy he'll be and stuff. Like, I was terrified. 32 weeks kind of terrifies me. 34 weeks, for some reason, I'm like, okay, we can do this. He'll be fine. Um, but just, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm making sense. Um, but I think there's just been a disconnect with this baby, and it kind of makes me mad because this is a life. This is a human that we created together that, even though it was way sooner than we expected or even wanted, like, this is our son and we love him. And, like, I feel like he's getting the shaft. And it's a boy, by the way. I just feel like the excitement's not there. It's more fear, it's more trepidation. It's, oh crap, how are we going to do this? Um, it's more of a logistical, oh, we're gonna have to work this out and we're gonna have to figure this out. And it's not the usual, yay, we're having a baby. It's okay, he's going to be born at 34 weeks and he might be in the NICU for forever. And, there's going to be issues and I probably won't be able to breastfeed. I don't know. But just with the hysterectomy, they say a lot of times it just doesn't work and whatever, and so it's just like all this stuff. And, like, it's not exciting. It's scary. And, um, that makes me mad. Like, it makes me really mad because he is worth getting excited about. He is worth, the joy and the the pictures and the, of my baby bump and all that. And it's it's been robbed because of cancer. Sorry. I've been so emotional the past couple days and I thought I was over it. And then I could do this, but obviously not. um yeah, crazy emotional the past couple days. But it just makes me mad. And on a side note, like, my friend, okay, so we have a boy, we're having another boy. Jordan is very disappointed. And that's okay. Um he was really hoping for a girl, and I didn't really care either way. The practical side of me was like, dude, I'm totally cool with a boy because we have all the boy stuff and they can sleep in the same room and it'll just be a lot easier. But then, the other side of me that had the best relationship with my mom wanted a girl, especially now that my mom is passed, just to have that relationship that we had. And so, there's some disappointment. And Jordan, before we got pregnant, was like, I don't even want another kid. It's kind of funny because we were arguing about it a lot before we got pregnant, and then we got pregnant, and the baby kind of saved my life because I never would have got a pap without it, and we never would have known about this cancer. But he didn't, we were just kind of going back and forth about whether we wanted another baby or not. And then we have this baby, and then, obviously not knowing if we even wanted this one, it's kind of like, okay, we're done. But you never know. Like, there's people, my best friend had 2 kids, like, right away, like, within a year of each other. Crazy. Kind of like I'm about to do. Not as bad. And then, like, 8 years later, has another baby. And it's like, you never know. And we thought we were done, but now we have to be done. Like, I'm having a radical hysterectomy because of cancer. And because of that, I can never have another baby. And the chance of having a little girl is completely gone. And whether we would have had another kid or not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, that chance is gone because of this cancer. And that's just a hard thing to take some days. It makes me mad. It makes me just angry at life, at the situation, at the unfairness of it. Not that life is fair at all, but just, the whole thing. It just sucks. And I know I'm not the only one, and obviously there's adoption and there's other ways, but just to feel all those feels and emotions, and it's just, there's a lot wrapped into it. The not excitement, the fear of what's going to happen, of how this baby's going to be, the hysterectomy, the fact that I'll have to be on estrogen and hormones. And I've seen that some people, it like throws them into menopause. Like, this lady's in menopause at 34, which I'm 34, and just not, everything that goes with it. And it's just, it's a lot, and it's frustrating, and it just makes me mad, and plain and simple. And obviously it's something that I have to work through, and that I will, and it will be fine eventually. But it's just been a hard thing to, the emotional side, the mental side, to work through all of this. Because, physically, I've said before, physically, you don't really have a choice. You have to go through things like, you have chemo, you have side effects, you get through it. But, this kind of stuff is the stuff that can really take a while to get through. So if you're out there and you're in the same boat, you're not alone. Who knows even what will happen, I'll go through, once I have the hysterectomy with all that crazy stuff. But so I think hopefully it will get more exciting the further along in the pregnancy I get. I'm starting to feel the baby. I'll start to get bigger, and so hopefully, part of that will be restored, and that we'll be able to be excited and, have some good times and stuff before the baby comes. So I don't know how to end this. I don't really know what I'm even saying, but just wanted to talk about the baby, and if you're with me, we'll get through this. And if you're not, help me get through it. So, love all you guys, and I'll talk at you later.